If you somehow missed it, I did a full show review on this guy, and I have a transformation video. Check it out.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I am reviewing Transformers R.E.D. Robot Enhanced Designs, Beast Wars Cheetor. This line is a non-transforming action figure only Transformers line from Hasbro directly. Because they're selling it directly and don't have to use any type of licensing, not even to Takara, they can give us more accessories and give them articulation that you expect in an action figure. This is a Walmart exclusive line. I went to Walmart and I found it on the shelf. This set behind you is from a place called Extreme Sets. S-E-T-S, just in case it sounds like I'm saying sex. This line has been extremely hit or miss, but this one seems like a worthy purchase in my opinion. It has one kind of issue and some nitpicks, so let me get into it. Like I said, it comes with a bunch of accessories. Let's start off with his belly blaster, as he called it on the show, I believe. And his cheetah mode, this would come out from around his gut. But yeah, they didn't paint like the muscly detail on there. They just went with the bronze color right there. But speaking of color, this thing is like painted all over with the spots, the bronze color, this blue, even down here, that's painted on the back, painted pretty much all over. I can't tell. I'm thinking that his body is this color, but they painted this on top of that, which is awesome. Painted that blue right there because I believe this is just bronze. For whatever reason, you could almost consider these to be accessories because you can pop the back off if you want, and that's fully crazy painted. The cheetah head, looking like that, pops off. I don't know if he's going to look like this in a War for Cybertron trilogy cartoon kingdom, but this cheetah head kind of reminds me a lot of the deluxe class Cheetor, cheetah's head. And speaking of heads, this is the one thing about this I don't like. I don't like that face too much. I mean, he had an odd looking face, but yeah. And they didn't put the spots on his cheeks. It's similar, but he's a little bit off for some reason. You see here he has a trigger finger hand and he has a fist. He has the opposite for each hand, and he also has some open, more gesture hands. Like you can do stuff like what I'm doing right now, where he's walking carefully, or maybe he's reaching out to grab something or catch something. Whatever you want. These are very good. They all have the in and out motion right here on a hinge. On top of those things, he has this blast effect right here, which is cast in this dark purple. I believe all of them are this purple because they wanted to have this piece of raw image on, but they did at least paint the rocky base of the raw image on, which is cool. So it looked like all the budget went into this figure for this wave, which only had 2 figures, which is weird. On top of that, he has a bigger blast effect right there, which you can spin around because it just pegs on there. Now, one of my complaints I'm going to get into early, some of these hinges or some of these fists, the hinge kind of swivels loosely depending on if you have the weapon in there or not. That other hand didn't do that while I had the gun in there, but this one does. Below the knee, this secondary lower joint right there is definitely more loose than I would like it to be. And the ankles are okay, but I wish they were tighter. But I don't know what's going on with this line. They need to perfect the joints. But now that you've seen all the accessories, let's get fully into the articulation. The neck is static, but it's on a double ball post, so you can shift back and forward, tilt side to side, look up some, not a lot, and look down, and of course rotate. This can swivel right there, and it kind of gets on my nerves moving all the time. But the arm does this, go down, rotates. Now the way it's molded, I was hoping it had like some type of butterfly in there like artsy, but it doesn't. He has swivel right here, then he has a redundant swivel right here. I wish it was double jointed. I don't know why it is, or at least designed to bend more than 90 degrees. But yeah, you don't need both of these swivels if you have this. I mean, I guess it could help with posing, keeping the bicep in the right direction, but if they would have just kept it like this and give it a double joint, you wouldn't have to worry about that. And of course, like this swivels and moves in and out, like I said. The ab crunch, you get a lot back, you get some forward. I'm gonna take this off, and it goes forward a little bit more, but it goes forward a lot. Let's see if I can jam this back on. Well, no. So basically, the cheetah head gets in the way of that. I mean, it looked like they tried to design it in such a way, but no. You get a swivel there, legs go out to there, kick forward, kick back, swivel here. This is super tight. Bend there. It's tighter than the lower one, like I said, so you can come back up here and kick his own back. And you get ankle pivot, and the foot does this and that. So it has most of the articulation you would come to expect with an action figure, but I wish they would have went all out. Like, I would have taken one blast effect if that meant he could have got double jointed elbows or whatever. But I do appreciate all the hands. I wish every figure came with 2 fists, 2 gripping hands, and 2 open gestury hands. If every figure came with that, I would be friggin' happy. Here he is next to Masterpiece Cheetor. And yeah, I have a review on this if you want to see what he looks like fully. But this looks like it jumped out of the screen. I have a feeling they purposely stylized him. Like, things that are different are the feet. The design of this on the hips. The cheetah head is different. I feel like this is probably what he's going to look like in the cartoon show. I at least hope, because they stylized a lot that they didn't actually have to. So, as you can see, it's close, but yeah. I purposely bought this for the purposes of reviewing, but now I actually like him the most out of all the 4 other red figures that I designed. But this is perfect. If you already own this, then yeah, it transforms and it looks just like the cartoon, and it's more posable than this guy. Here he is next to his wave mate, Transformers Prime RC, and a Jurassic Park Velociraptor. Here's a Power Rangers Lightning Collection Green Ranger. Typical 6-inch action figure, so he's a little bit shorter, as you can see. If this was actual scale, he probably should be a little bit taller than a human. They were close to human height in Beast Wars. I said something like this in RC's review, but if you are just a mitten box collector, these things are awesome. The presentation is spectacular. They look good in their boxes. Outside of the boxes, they are kind of hit or miss because of the quality control as far as joints being loose, a little bit too loose here or there. It hinders the experience. This one seems to be decent, but it still has like a few loose areas. The accessories that it comes with, I really like all of these accessories. I can't complain about anything. I can't think of anything else he could have come with besides a different face and maybe his other gun that he had in the show. But I think Hasbro is trying to give people more bang for their bucks, like the Jazzwares Fortnite figures and those Halo figures where you get a lot of accessories. But if they can't give us all the accessories, like I said, I would like more joints in certain places, like double jointed elbows would have been nice, and definitely a different face would have been super duper cool. Anywho, this is a good figure. I'm having a bunch of nitpicks and putting all my thoughts out there, but it's still, at the end of the day, a good figure. It's not horrible. It comes with all the things that you would want accessory wise, and it has all the basic articulation that a figure should have. So anyway, thank y'all for watching this. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me.
videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.